I was singing Jamaican music. Bob Marley, Mikey Diamonds, Burning Spear, and all that with the band. The other guys added the Marley to it,
Yes.
and it became Shasha. It became Shasha Marley, Shasha, and I became
Yeah,
very
hold on
famous.
for a minute. I just wanna say, because we know back on stream, we're live on Facebook, on YouTube simultaneously, as we had promised. I just want to big up everybody. We apologize for that slight glitch, as you know, man-made technology and so on, and sometimes it's no fault of our own. Today we have two great artists. We have Shasha Marley, all the way from West Ghana, a superstar, my friend for well over 5 years. He's a philanthropist, he's an advocate, he's a revolutionary soldier. You know what I mean? And I love this brother and love his music. Also, we have from out of the UK, we have Kwabna, but a yard the same way, and in balance the thing them. You understand? A superb musician, a superb songwriter. Matter of fact, last night while I was coming up from Ochi and I was listening to his album, what's his name was telling me, Michael Brady was telling me that Kwabna don't have to sit down with the pen and paper. It's a man just give him the mic, Kwabna just gone doing thing. See? So we heard a little bit about how Sasha Marley got his intro to reggae music and so on. Kwabna, bring us up to date.
Up to date.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm doing at the moment, right? I'm doing well in January.
No.
Um,
Remember Sasha Marley just spoke about how he got his name and so on and so forth.
oh,
In,
oh, oh, as as Ghana would, as in Africa I said, ah, right. Okay, right. Yeah. Um. Well, how I got my name
yeah.
is like I never liked the name Wish was put onto me, and I never feel comfortable with it for some reason.
Which name? Which name?
Them burning me hard. You know, the burning me hard. You know, so if you slow it down, you know what you get. The burning, they burning me hard. Yes,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Um, now I can say they used to call me burn hard. Right,
Yeah.
right. So you know when you realize, just stop and you think. But one Rasta man says to me, say, "Why you name mommy?" Said to him, say, "Bedouin, them burning your hard." You know, and that even there and then I decided, say, you know something, I don't feel comfortable with that name, you know. So then I asked my dad to change his name and whatsoever, and then we can change him to Fame. That's all, and him refused. So I said he can't say I didn't ask. So I was driving to Liverpool and to visit someone, and then the sun popped out as I come off the motorway. And I hear a voice says, your name is Vessel and Tool. And I said,
Mm.
I can't come and say Vessel and Tool. You know what I mean? I said, I can't. Then I heard another voice say, go to mother tongue. So then there's a lady which was here, a Christian sister. I call him Christian mama because, yeah. And she said, I go to her and I says, what vessel mean in your language in God? She says, what you call him? Vessel, what you call it? I'm not vessel. She said to me, says, vessel and tool mean nipper, which is vessel, and tool mean dadia. Some people say it's mean human being in Ghana. So, but she says, no, how she explained to me, it mean vessel is nipper and dadia is the tool. So I put the two of them, nipper dadia. As for Kwabna now, I born on a Tuesday. Yes. And
And that is very important, I want to stick
yes.
that right there, because a lot of people don't know that they only celebrate their real birthday
Mm-hmm.
practically when the day and the date lined up every 7 years. But
Mm-hmm.
in Ghana, you celebrate your birthday every week. And
Mm.
I want to ask Shasha Marley because I was born on a Wednesday, so I am
Yeah.
Kwaku or
Yeah.
Kweku.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah. So,
significance of we having the name Kwabna being born on a Tuesday and Kweku or Kwaku on a Wednesday? Explain.
well, there's a spiritual meaning to all the names, and well, I don't have idea about the spiritual meaning, but I know for a fact that Wednesdays, Wednesday born, Kweku, I am a Wednesday born also, you
Your
know.
Wednesday.
But
Oh!
yeah, 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 yeah. So Kweku, you know, we the people, Kweku are highly focused people, you know, and we are brave and we are militant, you know. Yeah, and
Yeah. Unmute your microphone. Unmute your mic. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead
sorry,
again.
sorry. So I'm saying that we the people, Kweku, love giving people. We give out more and we receive less.
Yes, that's
But
true.
we are highly focused, and when we love, we love. When
Exactly.
we love the people, we show love to the people, but very few people show love to us. You know,
Yes.
and
Yes.
we are strong in our minds, and we are conquerors.
Yes. Yes. That is so true.
Kweku.
All right,
Yeah.
so we understand to our fan. I just want to big up Yvonne Dwyer. Big up yourself, Yvonne. She's saying big up yourself, Kwabna, right?
Big up.
I just want to say now that we kind of understand where the name Kwabna come from and where the name Shasha Marley, because a lot of people was asking me if you're related to Robert Nesta Marley. I know you must have gotten that on many occasions.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Yeah. Yeah. But let me also add to this that I I got introduced to reggae music because, like I said, in the early '70s, Jamaican music started becoming famous here in West Africa.
Yeah.
You know, and when Jimmy Cliff came out with the How Did They Come,
Eh.
and the movie came out, but we saw people in a different continent. That's what we saw with dreadlocks, and we said to ourselves, what kind of people are these? But they
Eh.
don't understand how they speak English, but we don't speak English. So we said, and then after the How Did They Come, Bob Marley started springing up.
Yes,
Then
yes,
then Bob Marley and the Wailers came up with Burning the Wailers. It was
yes,
a double album. It was a double album. And then we saw many dreadlock people pictures on the album.
wow, wow,
Hmm.
mm, mm, wow. So we saw the influx of reggae music and the artists actually going into Ghana, Kwabna, and
Mm.
performing these music to the people, and that is why reggae music is so prominent in Ghana. And we're going to talk about exchange now in terms of having Kwabna perform in Ghana at a major festival. But before we go there, let's big up my friend Michael Brady. I know you might be watching. I want to big up everybody on Facebook. I've not seen you guys in a long time. Enough respect, enough honor. I want to big up everybody tuning in to YouTube. As you know, YouTube is my place. So I want to big up everybody tuning in. As I said, our two guests today is Kwabna and, of course, Sasha Marley. All right,
So,
Sasha,
um,
yeah,
yes,
continue.
Victor, and I was saying that over here at the time when Jamaican music started becoming famous here, we saw people in dreadlocks from another continent. That's what we said. Over here in Ghana, the dreadlock people at the time were fetish priests.
You
Mm.
Not
kidding me?
anybody could, yeah, not anybody could grow dreadlocks. Anybody in dreadlocks at the time were priests, fetish priests. Am I
Wow.
clear?
Yep.
Yes, man. Hearing you loud and clear.
So then we saw Bob Marley and we saw some Jamaican people. And we said, what kind of people are these? And you sing in English. We didn't understand the lyrics of the music,
Yes.
but we could feel ourselves in the music. We felt that the music belonged to us.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we felt that the music, the reggae music, was our music too. So we
Yes.
could we could we could get into reggae music spiritually. We could dance to reggae music, even though we didn't understand the lyrics because it was English.
Yes. Yes.
But when Bob Marley came out with his album, Kaya, Kaya,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you remember that? You remember the album, Kaya?
Mhm.
Yes, man.
Mhm.
Got to
Then we,
Kayano.
that's right. Then we said, he's a funky. Bob Marley's a funky because Kaya is our language. You
Oh.
know? Yes.
So
So
what does
we said,
Kaya? What is Kaya? I'm
that,
thinking Kaya as sex, or probably a big
no.
ganja split, or what? What is
So
Kaya?
so we said, is Bob Marley a Kaya? Because a Kaya is when a woman gives birth to a child and the child
Oh.
dies and the child dies and give birth again and the child dies and give birth again and the child dies. The next child, the fetish priest they will lock the child on earth. You understand?
Wow. Yeah.
They will lock the child on earth. So the child will not die. The woman's child will not die again. So such a baby, they put some marks here,
Trouble.
and
Yes.
we
Yeah.
call, yeah, sort of tribal marks, but we call them Kaya children. They are Kaya.
Mhm.
That means,
Oh.
yes, that means. So when you
Mm.
see any child, any person with that kind of marks here, that such a person is Kaya, meaning his brothers and sisters who were born earlier died, but he
All right.
is a survivor. He's a
Wow.
survivor.
Wow.
So when
And
Kaya came,
yes.
we
Go
said,
ahead.
these guys are from here because they know our language. But Mali is a Kaya. So
Mhm.
we saw ourselves through the music of reggae music that you are our brothers. You are our
Wow.
people.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And then there came many others like Lucky Dube and so on and so forth who start to
Yeah.
embrace the music and take the music to where it's at. All right.
Exactly.
So
Lucky. Yeah.
yeah. So Kwabna,
Yes, my
how
brother.
you understand that when you write, you have to be careful now how you write because Kaya, I was thinking Kaya mean when he said got to have Kaya. No, I'm thinking he was talking about the spliff or he was talking sex or something to that matter. Maybe my corny mind, I don't know. So we have to be careful how we analyze. Kwabna,
Yes,
in
sir.
God, what was your acceptance like by the people? Did you feel out of place? Were you treated like brothers, like my brother Shasha Marley stated it?
Oh
Your
gosh. All right. Put it this way. I was end up in Ghana by a friend from Kumasi, and he sent me to his house, to his family house,
Wow.
and that's the first time and I take my cousin from Birmingham. I take her there with me, and we were staying in Kumasi. And let me tell you, it's like I was in Jamaica, back in the country. I feel at home. Mute, like take for instance, on a Friday evening, they start to play drum and sing and right through, and then right up until 12, whatsoever time of night, That's Friday. Saturday is the same thing. Sunday is the same thing. It was amazing. I have this experience, and I was take a taxi. By now, I'm traveling on my own. First time in Ghana, traveling on my own. So once in Ghana, they find out, say you're not from there. Everybody want to help you. Obviously, you have problem everywhere in the world. I'm gonna say that, but majority of people want to help you. And I have this experience where I was in a taxi, and I was come back, and I'm at the back. So the taxi driver says, overcharge me. But I didn't know. Then a brother was sitting at the back. His muscles then is like, Papa, I haven't got muscle like his. Papa, you know. He turned to me and he says to me, are you a stranger here? I said, yes. And he boxed the guy in the back of his head. He goes, pow! Hey! You know what I mean? And then that's when I realized the guy was overcharging me. You know what I mean? So he take the money and give me back the money and things like that. When I come out and say, enjoy Ghana. And everywhere I go, it was just, when I went to the muse, everywhere I go, even when I'm going, as I said, I went to Latte on my own, first time. Because there's an elder, which was from Ghana. He's from the Latte, and he was here all the time, walking around proper Africa, you know what I mean, proper Akobolan, Africa, right? And he was walking around and he teaching us. He was there playing drum festival, and he was a master drummer. So he says he going back home. So I look at him one day and I says, one day you'll see me walk into your village and I come and look for you. Him just say, okay. So I say, he don't believe me. I turn up exactly and he was not there. And I sit, I wait, because you know Ghana is like Jamaica, you know. They say they soon come. And they never come. They say they soon come. He say, where is he? He says, the man will be coming. He soon come. And I sit there for about 4 hours.
Soon come is just.
And he soon come. So watch this. When he turn up now, he come and he say, hi. Oh, pleased to meet you. Then he walk and say, hey! He was so shocked he realized it was me. So I says, then he called everyone and says, he told me he's gonna come to my village one day. I never believe him, oh. You know, you know what I mean? And I turned up. I just turned up in this village. And I was staying at the Mensa in Kumasi. You know, the Mensa, the family they call it Mensa. I know there's lots of Mensa there, but it was in Kumasi. They Mensa is there. I was staying at their house in Kumasi. They treat me so good. Eh?
Did you ever get to meet the king of the Ashanti?
No, I have not yet. Not yet.
I like that. Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
All right. Shasha, our artist is boasting about the fact that he went to Ghana and he went to this, that, and Kuwaiti and the capital, and he has not met the king yet. Have you ever been to Jamaica, Shasha Marley?
Oh yeah, Jamaica is my dream country. You know, I really want to come.
Oh man. So before you go any further, where the conversation is fresh, but it is in the ear, right? I'm hearing some producers saying they're gonna send some stuff over to Shasha Marley. And I'm also hearing in the ear, in the pipeline, that some people are saying that they want to have a show with Kwabna and Shasha Marley in Ghana. And of course, they're going to invite Big Stone, and the whole thing I got turned up, and they might have Turbulence and Nesbeth. And we're looking forward to stuff like that, because this is where the cultural exchange comes in. I want now to look at the word nyam. And we know that we use the same word in Ghana. Nyam in Jamaica mean when you eat aggressively. Boy, I mean, nyam up some food. And I guess it means the same thing in Ghana, right?
Well, yeah, something like that. Yum 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 yum. Yum yum yum.
And I just want to let you guys know that fans are here. One fan by the name of Janet Johnson is all the way in Mexico. So your fan base is now over there in Mexico. And I see our friend Johnny Moondog. No, Johnny Moondog is a Rasta man with a whole knowledge and a whole experience. And I intend to have Johnny Moondog one of these days. As a matter of fact, if he has never been to Africa, it would be nice to bring a man with such a mind into Ghana so we can mingle and flex with the Jamaican people. You understand? So it's going to be a wonderful thing. So you have not been to Jamaica, Shasha Marley. I want to be the first person to invite you to Jamaica, to be your chaperone and to come here and to show your yard in all its glory. I want to be the first person to do that.
Yeah, and when you're in Ghana, you have a home. You have a home. I live. I don't live. Yeah, I don't live in Accra. I don't live in the capital. I live
You live on the outskirts? His internet is acting up just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, until he comes in, let's move on to Kwabna. We have Shasha Marley there in the background, but I could just play that tune now and tell us a little bit about it.
Children of the rain, children of the sun, African children, Most High children, governs of Africans. When will you say, hey, sons that are from slave, welcome home.
You take a look in the book, what you've forsaken, you never stand a chance until you accept these burdens. 1,000 years have been broken, these are the words I heard. The children, they mourn, they wanna go home. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Governs of Africans. When will you say, hey, sons that are from slave, welcome home. Fire, fire, governs of Africans. When will you say, hey, sons that are from slave, welcome home.
Yes, Aya. That was
Yes, sir.
it's a bad tune. Bad tune.
Yes, my brother.
Man, the iconic Marcia
Bad
Griffith.
tune, man.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, go on, big up
Yeah.
Sam Allen. Sam Allen, big up
And
yourself, my brother. And big up to all of the guys in the panel. And go ahead.
and just to let you know that people like Marcia, Judy, and Rita, and the members of the Whalers, their names were written on taxis. On taxis.
Oh,
Yeah, at the time, their names were written on passenger buses and taxis, So sometimes you want to catch the taxi called Marcia Griffiths. So you stand by the road, you say, hey, your friend say, hey, aren't you going? You say, hey, I'm waiting for Marcia Griffiths. So I'm waiting for Judy Mowat. Somebody say, hey, call me I-Trace. It's written on a taxi. Or passenger buses, And when they drive past, we shout the names. I-Trace. We say Marcia Griffiths, and they have special horns. So when I shout, hey, Marcia Griffiths, you know, you understand what I'm saying? You understand what
Yes.
I'm saying? So we love Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
We love Jamaica and the
Mm-hmm.
music. You know, I mean, Jamaica is our home, and Africa is your home too.
Oh yes.
You know,
Exactly.
yeah,
Oh
Exactly.
yeah,
yeah.
man.
Well, it's only fair. We just heard a little piece of something from Kwabna with the legendary, iconic Marcia Griffiths. Let's see if we can dig into our reservoir and find something with our brethren, the iconic Shasha Marley. This one is called Promised Land.
Ah,
I'm going to my promised land. Would you like to come with me? Hey, I'm going to my promised land. Yeah, wouldn't you love to come with me? I'm going to my promised land. Sansi Melvin Brown. Would you like to come with me? I'm going to my promised land. Nicoletta, would you love to come with me? The promised land is not Australia. Promised land is not Europa. Promised land is not America. Promised land is a state of mind. Said the promised land is not the Philippines. I tell you, promised land is not Bahamas. Promised land is not Colombia. Promised land is a state of mind. Oh, hey. I'm going to my promised land. Would you like to come with me?
I'm going to pull up that tune about because them tune actually bring tears to my eyes when I hear Shasha Marley. You know, that word, I couldn't pronounce that word. What was that word in the video? Ajatara or what? That word in the
Promised
beginning of
Land
the video. Yeah, in Promised
in the
Land.
video.
Yes.
Promised
Yes, in the
Land is
video.
a state of mind.
Okay, it's a
Oh,
state of mind. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You,
Explain to us a little
you see,
bit because we
because
want to also hear. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, because in my travels, I have met many Ghanaians and Africans in the United States, in the UK, Australia, and all that. And some of them have been there 40 years and never came home. And I
Wow.
made this song, Promised Land, that look, in America, we don't find gold in the street. We don't find, gold on the street in Australia or UK. Promised land is a state of mind. So even if you live here without going to live out there in America, you can make it right here without thinking that you travel to America to find gold on the floor. You know, people sell their properties to acquire visas to go to Americas and go hustle and never get their work documents, and they get frustrated and all that. And I'm saying that right in the corner where you are, you can live right here. Promised land is not America. It's not Europe. It's not Australia. Promised land is a state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, we can make it happen. Right
Mm-hmm.
here, we can make it happen. Than thinking
Oh,
that greener pastures is elsewhere. No.
is that right?
Greener pastures are right where you are.
Kwabna, you did a combination. We just heard a little piece of it with Marcia Griffiths. What was it like, you as a promising artist, rubbing shoulders with icons and legends like Marcia? What was it like?
My brother, coming, all right, growing up in Manchester, up in the mountain, listening to Marcia, selling Pimenta, and it become to a reality where she didn't just sing with me. When she finished, she hugged me. That's how I mean.
Wow.
It's not even rubbing shoulder, you know, you know what I'm saying? She hugs me, you know, and to me, when she finished and she goes, we just when we go back to Brady, and we lie down in the room, I'm thinking, I just sing with Marcia, which we were singing, and love so much, as a youth growing up. I have to say to myself, did I just sing with Marcia? That's what I'm saying.
You're a legend. Yes, yes.
Hey, and I'm telling you, I only sorry I didn't do a whole album. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's you can't explain it, just put it in words because a lot of people have it, and they don't know they have it. You know, it been says by Peter Tosh. I was watching an interview with him today, last night to be precise, and him says it is written. There was some people going to sing some song, a type of music, which is 144 square miles. And then he says, Jamaica is 144 square miles.
Yeah.
So she was a part of that. She is a part of that.
Yeah, Kwabna, I am hearing like, are you playing another gadgets there with YouTube on it or Facebook? Because I'm hearing an echoing, like when you talk, I'm getting a feedback.
Well, no. Hang on. Let me check something. One second.
In the meantime, Shasha Marley, was it difficult for you to branch out into the music? Were you accepting when you started, or you had struggles in getting into the music and performing reggae music itself?
Well, I had great struggles. First of all, I come from a family of lawyers. My real name is Julius Amwasechi, and in the Amwasechi family, most of them are lawyers. But my father was an educationist. So when I was growing up, and I showed some level of intelligence, my father said to me that I was also going to be a lawyer. So when I got into music, it was a big disappointment for him. Big disappointment, huge disappointment. And so my father and I had a serious battle. But coming to the Ghana, starting music professionally, I started playing cover bands. Cover bands. I played with bands, cover bands, and I sang all kind of genre. So when I became famous.
Can I hear the feedback again?
No.
All right, brilliant. Whoops.
All right. Well, we still the internet is not 110%, so I want to apologize for my viewers out there for listening. As you know, modern technology, and we're trying to perfect this as we go along. While we're trying to get Shasha Marley back into the frame, did you find music difficult getting into, Kwabna, when you started out?
Well, yeah. When I say difficult, the music wasn't difficult. It's the gate. A lot of the gate was being sort of shut on us. You know what I mean? So I didn't find it that difficult, but get the feedback is still there. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're hearing it, right?
I'm hearing it.
Yeah, and it's only when you speak, when Shasha Marley speaks, we hear him very clearly until he goes in and out. So there's something turned on in there, maybe in your background in one of your windows are open with Facebook or YouTube, but it's coming through. I just want to open up this segment now to our listening audience. If you want to ask Shasha Mali a question, feel free to ask him. If you want to ask Kwabna a question, feel free to ask them. But Shasha Mali, somehow you overcome all the struggles, and you're now a household name in Ghana. I see you perform all over the world, places like Switzerland. What was it like know that you're branching out now, you're the Sacha Marley, and you're performing outside of Ghana? What was it like for you?
Oh well, I've done Australia, I've done Europe, I've done South America.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, when the advert is put out there. First of all, people think is he a Mali member of the Mali family,
Yeah.
and and they get to know, oh, he's from Ghana. He's from Ghana, you know. And then I get to the country and I'm interviewed, and they get to know that no, this is the Ghana Mali, not Jamaican blood connected,
That Jamaica Valley.
This is the Ghana. So it gets interested anyway. They listen to my music and they love it. They love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, anybody who's ever come to my concert, had a great time.
The first time, my first time in Shasha Mali was the Gospel of Jah. How did you come to write that song?
Well, Gospel of Jah, in my struggles, I started reading the Bible very well, extensively, and that's where I got the lyrics from. I'm not ashamed of the gospel. Amazingly, when I dropped the sound, it became a huge hit in East Africa.
Wow.
Huge. And it's 17 years now. But it's still number one.
And you said, yeah.
Number one in East Africa. Yeah. So I don't know. And I never thought that song was going to go that far, But in Kenya, especially, this is the song second to the national anthem.
Wow. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Give thanks.
Africans are yard, Africans abroad. Talk to me, Kwabna. What made you write that song? I know the Honorable Marcus Garvey speak of Africans at home and Africans abroad. And then our Bob Marley sings of it. Africans at home, Africans at yard. What it means to you when you wrote that song?
Well, put it this way. When I left Jamaica and come to England, me and my brother, we just a year apart. I was in school and they says to me, where in Africa you come from? So I says, well, physically I'm not from Africa, I'm from Jamaica. So them say, in a school, why you lying far? Where you lie for? I'm from Jamaica. But it's funny, they never said that to my brother. They said to me.
Yeah.
So from there, I start to get this feeling. I can't explain it to you. I have visions, I have dreams. I have dreams where I go into. I don't know if I was dreaming or was I meditating because sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. And when I travel so fast, speed in the tunnel, I end up into a cave. And then I heard a voice said, "Welcome." And I turned my eyes and I see a 10 o'clock. And I wake up out my sleep. So the question is, you ask me, what does Africans abroad mean? Think about it. If I go in my spirit to Africa, and he see a kente cloth. When they told me, all I see is a kente cloth. And I wake up and I hear myself said, okay, what this is all about. I went to the Gambia and we're supposed to go to a festival, and then it's supposed to be like 5 o'clock in the morning. Then I was dreaming like just jumping in my vision. And I wake up with my hand doing this. Literally wake up with my hand doing this. You know, hand in the air doing this. Literally wake up. And I thought, oh, flipping it, them leave me now. I'm figuring when we run outside is empty and I thought they're gone. But when I look, go back inside the hotel room, I realize it's only 4 o'clock after 3 or 4 or something like that in the morning. So I'm like, think, what's going on here? So I know that was for real because I woke up literally doing this with my hand, with the music. You know, they're playing loads of drum. I literally wake up like that. So, Africans abroad, Africans are yard born.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it.
You know that's
You
it.
know what, the next question I'm gonna ask both of you. Both of you write conscious music, right? Shasha Marley music is all conscious. Kwabna music is all conscious. What are your thoughts of how you see the music going now, where gunplay is into play, stabbing is into play, Marley, the use of drugs are into play? I mean, back in the days when Bob Marley said, "Excuse me while I light my spliff," that a little draw herb is not considered hardcore drugs. But when you have some of these artists that talk about Marley, popping pills, sniffing diet coke and so on and so forth, how does that make you feel as a writer and as a performer of the craft? What's the matter? Go ahead.
Well, for me, coming from this part of the world, my culture and traditions are different, and so, I mean, sort of makes me feel negative when I see, brethren into drugs and all that, We are brought up in a way, we the people of Africa, roots Africans, are brought up in a way to stay away from, immorality. That's how we see it. That's how we see it. So, when Bob Marley became famous here too with the spliff, with the ganja.
Yeah,
When we saw him smoking,
yeah.
when we saw Peter Tosh, smoking on the stage and all that smoking, people said, "Wow, wow!" They became famous with that. They became famous with that, no doubt. And I must tell you, a lot of the youths got into ganja smoking because
Yeah,
we all saw Bob Marley doing it, and we love his music, and but some of us, we didn't get into it. I mean, it depends on how we are brought up in a way. You know what I mean? Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, it's all cool. It's all cool. Come down. Yeah,
Yes, my brother.
it's all.
Yeah, yeah, what Johnny, you see what a lot of people are now communicating, and I like that. But I want you to ask direct questions. Ask the artist. Don't be ashamed to ask the artist. No, I'm asking Kwabna. Being from Jamaica, being born in Jamaica, and this is also for your ears as well. Um, Tasha Mali, we have gone over 1,000 people murdered since the beginning of this year. We have killed over 1,000 Jamaicans. You know that? And we're not talking about the 400 plus that died as a result of motor vehicle accident, because we have a very high rate of motor vehicle accidents as well. But we're
Okay.
talking about brothers who are actually shooting and killing their own brothers. Last night, a TikToker was murdered live. As he went live, they execute him on live. I don't understand the consequences of his story. I'm just saying what the streets are saying. And it is sad on both sides that we have to resort to violence to kind of, clear up our differences and so on. So, Kwabna, how you feel as a Jamaica?
Well, they say it is written that wickedness in high and low places. So those same youths are who are doing those murder. I have to say they're not well. They're not well because it's sad for the person who get killed, and it's sad for the person who do the killing because they're killing their own brother. We're coming from the same pool of breath of life, which is the Most High. And I have to say, what possessed someone to do that? Something have to possess them, you know. And I only wish I could just stretch out my hand and help to see what's the problem or what's the matter within that person. I know people could get angry, no, but taking a person out like that, take out his own helper, because maybe one day you might be going down the road and let's say you have a car crash and him ball out and say, "Oh God help me." God, the creator would say, "But you kill your helper so many days or so many years or so many hours ago. He or she is the one who was supposed to help you. I cannot help you because you killed the helper." So for me, there's a lot of people not realizing, you know what I mean, when they kill someone, they helper for later. They could be in a predicament, and that was their helper to help them in that predicament. So I feel a bit sad for them not to understand that sort of thing.
Yeah. Wow. And it makes me lead to the next question. Shashamali, how does that affect your entertainment business? Because in Jamaica, we can hardly get a permit to keep our events. It's coming now towards Christmas, and the police are not giving out the permits normally like how we used to give out in yesteryears. Everywhere you would go, there's a dance. Everywhere you go, there's somebody keeping an event for Christmas or coming towards the New Year and so on. And because of the high crime rate, because of people that are utilizing these spaces to do mass shooting, you understand? Because what they do now, Shashamali and Kwabna, they have a new slang. Normally, they would go out and they would shoot X amount of people, and then we would call it a mass shooting. You know what they're calling it now? When a gunman go on the scene, they don't call it mass shooting anymore. They said the gunman went on the scene and ugly of the scene. So you see how they start to Hollywood, I would call it Hollywood eyes and sensationalize murder. Because when you're talking about human being life, you're talking about somebody talking about going on the scene and ugly of the scene. Do you have that in Ghana where you are prevented from hearing the music because of violence and so on?
Well, our culture is different, from that. And one thing is, well, dancehall music is beginning to have influence on the youths here in Ghana, and I think that culture is somehow, some way attached to that kind of genre, So it makes some youths kind of violent, but it is not like the stories we hear from Jamaica, like the shootings. For instance, the singer for Mighty Diamonds and all that, got
Tabby
shot.
Diamond, Tabby.
Yes, yes, and when we hear this, it saddens our heart. You know what I mean? It really, really saddens our heart. Over here in Ghana, we sort of we we sort of afraid of blood. When we
Wow.
see blood oozing out of someone, man, I mean, we everybody retreats, and we don't want to see that. We don't want to see blood, coming out of someone. It's kind of way different from here. You know what I
Wow.
mean? So we don't have that kind of attitudes, of
Wow.
shootings, killing, stabbing, and but we hear a lot of stories coming out of Jamaica like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it
You know,
bleeds my
and
heart. It bleeds my heart to know that we have such a rich legacy. You know, some of the greatest musicians came from out of Jamaica, whether they're instrumentalists or they're actually singers or DJs. We have some of the best that ever come out. And to hear Shasha Marley saying, it is not in our culture.
Mm.
Kwabna, what this is telling us that we have formulated a culture of murder. Is that what you're saying,
yeah,
Shasha Marley? Because if that's
what
not your culture and we are killing each other at such an alarming rate, then we have adopted and loved that culture.
when we hear stories like that from Jamaica, we see it to be part of the culture, the music culture. Because we read about Bob Marley being shot, and
Mm.
we've watched movies. We watched movies like Countryman. We've
Yes,
watched
yes,
movies like Rockets. You know,
yeah, records,
we've watched
yes,
we've watched The Harder They Come by Jimmy Cliff. We saw them exhibiting guns,
yeah, yeah.
shooting in the movies like that.
Wow, wow,
So it's
wow,
part of their culture.
yeah.
So we sort of think that is part of the culture. Coming to the Rasta business. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What can be done? I mean, other than writing good songs, I was thinking of maybe the government can step in to say that instead of you, 'cause there's a system in Sashaman and Kwabna that if you do a song and the lyrics is not in tune or fit for airplay, you can beep out that part, right? They're beginning to change it from you beeping out that part to you doing a clean version of the song. Do you think we should go as far as to arresting these producers, locking up these singers and so on for those type of gross type of sounds that we've been playing and listening to?
Yeah. Well, for me, I think when arrests are done, more of the arrests are done, and such corporates are jailed and all that, and everybody sees on TV, here in the news. It was gonna kind of limit it.
Yeah,
It limits it
I
because
agree, man.
here in Ghana,
It might not be a popular thing. A lot of artists don't want to be banned, but when we look at the future of our country, our children,
yeah,
these are the one that we're worried about. You know, and I know that Kwabna up there in the UK, there's a lot of people who are not even musicians that wants to come home. You know, we're coming out today, it's the 8th day of December. We have another 2 weeks to go or so in a few days. And look at where we are with the murder rate. You know? Look at where we are with the murder rate. What would you like to see with both countries now? Because your president came here, right? And opened up the door and said we should start coming on over. Do you think more Ghanaians should start taking it upon themselves to come to Jamaica?
we love to come to Jamaica. I mean,
Is it expensive?
Ghanaians.
Is it expensive?
Why is it expensive? It's just like flying to, just flying to America. It's
Hmm.
expensive. Because coming to
Very,
Jamaica,
very
do a
expensive.
transit. Yeah, it is expensive. Like 2,000. Like you talk of sometimes when it's high peak, you talk of $2,500 or $1,800, sort of. You know,
Hmm.
I mean, it wouldn't be easy for anybody at all to get in the plane and come, even though the visas
And
are
come.
free. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, but we wish we had a direct flight. You know,
Exactly. Well,
we
that's
used to
what we
have
were.
we used to have
That's
the
what we
Ghana
were
Airways.
working on right now.
You know, Ghana used to have the Ghana Airways and
That's
the
what
Black
we're
Star
working on
Line
right
ship.
now.
You know, am I loud
Yes.
and clear?
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we're up into our interview, and we want to talk to both of you artists, starting with Kwabna, with your new releases. I see Kwabna have something out there that will be released coming next month, 2025. Our songs to the world, Kwabna and P Dynamics. Kwabna, explain to me what that is all about and this big release that you're talking about.
Well, um, our songs to the world, to what is going on now, especially the opening song, what's wrong with peace, and to the way the whole world is going on and pure war and killing and whatsoever, and people saying what, and it's not politics. You have, because I really stay away from politics, right? Because I'm a musician, but I'm a politician. So it's son, politician and musician. So it's two different things. So I'm saying. So I am the musician, they are the politician. However, what I'm saying is this: what's wrong with peace? You know, do we need to fight these wars? Yeah. So that's the opening song. Many of, even when you're talking about the gun shooting, it says even the murderer have to die. Listen to the album. There's something in there for everyone, for they to think. And there's song in there. This world is not my home. This world, not the earth. The world we created is not my home. There's song like that is in there. It literally is for this time, especially 2025 is what's going on. So it's right, it's translated, for 2020. It's translated for now because it's probably over the world on release in 2025. And also what is basically saying, people listen to the lyrics. And as I said, I'm a musician, not a politician. Always ended with, both of them ended with Sean. One is musician and one is politician. So I'm doing what I'm doing, they're doing what they're doing. And all I'm asking is the question. I'm saying to all the youth which is murdering one another, what? Talk it over. If you can't handle it, tell that you deal with it. You know,
Yeah.
I know somebody may get so angry because somebody may do somebody to something. So listen to the album.
Yeah.
And,
It is.
and
It will be available on
our
all
platform.
platform. Come when? What
Yes.
date? What date next month?
No. We was gonna do it in the second week, but what is all everybody pulled it back and says, hang on, just not yet. Just there's a reason for that. So we
Okay.
didn't put a date. But it's definitely for
For
next month.
next month.
It's
You're holding
definitely
that release for next month.
it's definitely next month.
Okay. Oh, the release is definitely next month.
Yes.
But you're not sure of a date yet.
Not sure of the date.
Okay, great. All right. Well, we're looking forward to this album. You know what I mean? I'll go out there and purchase my first copy and make sure the album does well. Shasha Marley,
Yeah.
where you going with, brother? What's new?
Well, same way. An album that is taking me 2 years to complete. Looking at second quarter next year, I'll drop it.
Yeah.
So, and I know Big Stone, you'll be one of the first people to hear the songs and promote me
Most
as you've
definitely.
always been doing.
Yeah, but 2 years,
So
but all the songs are written are as yet and everything.
well, I recorded some in Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm recording here in Ghana. I did a couple of them in the States. And
Mm,
I've been back and forth in the studio, and I put it down. I do other things.
yeah.
But now I'm coming on it. I'm coming on it finally.
Well, guess
Finally.
what? Every disappointment is for good. I know that Ghana meet Jamaica up close and personal.
Yes.
A combination with Kwabna and of course Shasha Marley.
Well, no,
You know what I
every
mean?
time.
Yeah, I
Every
would
time.
really love to see that and
Yeah.
the world hearing the two sounds of Africa
Yeah.
because we can't say the two sound of Jamaica and Ghana. No. Kwabna is an African, Shasha Marley is an African. So why are the two souls of Africa
Yeah.
coming from different parts of the world and just this great big bang, you know?
That's right.
And then Big Sean might just do a little DJ piece on it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not no DJ, man. I'm not no
It is.
DJ.
Yeah.
What do you hope for, Shasha Marley, in terms of the music and humanity in itself going forward into 2025?
Well, my point is, when others are happy because of me, that is my success.
Mm-hmm.
When others are happy because of me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it is my
Even one.
success. I just want others. I spend more on others and less on myself.
Mm.
Wow.
You know,
Don't
so
we
I want to.
all? Don't we all?
Yeah. So I want to see others happy because of me. So when someone tells me, "Oh, Shasha, you made my day with your music," all that, and that makes me feel that, hey, come on, my hopes are achieved. You
Yes.
know, people talk about money.
Aye.
People hope for money. But I think,
Mm-hmm.
money is just one slide of
Mm-hmm.
the many, many, many slides of blessings.
Mm-hmm.
You take a loaf of bread of many slides. When you take one
Mm-hmm.
slide out, that is
Mm-hmm.
money. So if
Mm-hmm.
you always go about chasing money, what about the rest of the graces?
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yes.
what I mean? So
Yes.
my thing actually is others to be happy because of me.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Powerful, man. And in Jamaica, we call it living for the sake of others. And I
Mm.
know I've had conversation many times with Kwabna, and he
And,
shares the
and, and
same.
Big Stone, I know that's what you do. I know that's what you do, Big Stone.
I just love people. The other day, as
And
you
big up.
you know, I had a medical crisis with prostate cancer. And when
Yeah.
I reach out to Shasha Marley, immediately Shasha Marley jump up to the floor to say that I want to use my voice. Because see,
One love.
prostate cancer doesn't just affect us here in Jamaica. We
Mm.
have the
Right.
highest mortality rate in Jamaica, but it affects men of African descent. And when
Yes.
an artist like Sasha Marley can speak publicly
Mm.
about it, that help to create more awareness and help to save lives because they say early detection save lives. You know,
Mm. Yes.
Kwabna, where can we find you in social media? We're looking for Kwabna Nipida. Am I saying it correctly?
Nipa Dadia.
Pat
Nipa Daddy.
Dadia.
Yeah. But
How can we find you, man?
you just type in, you type in Kwabna Nip,
Yeah.
or Kwabna, or Kwabna Live, and
Okay.
you just type in that and you'll find it
All right. Watch this now. And I want such a man to listen to this question because I'm
on
gonna ask
YouTube.
you.
Mm.
Um, tell us a little bit about Kwabna. What Kwabna likes to eat. You exercise. You have a girlfriend. These are questions that a lot of people might want to ask, but they don't have the guts to. So tell us a little bit about Kwabna. You know what I mean? What's your eating habits like? Your spirituality. You as an individual.
Well, put it this way. I remember until I meet Dr. Sabi, I was only eating vegetables, total vegetables. Then Someone says to eat fish now and again. Right now, I'm about to give up my fish. You know, I eat vegetables, plant-based vegetables, and I heard all these herbalists now saying people with diabetes, not just one, all different diabetes, to get yourself better, eat fast and eat plant-based diet and be plant-based. Yeah, plant-based. So I'm thinking, is that telling people something we should be eating this plant? So my diet based
Yeah.
and yeah, and when see I see this dog once, there's a fish out of the water, and the dog was pushing the water on the fish. But the dog know the fish to survive. The fish need the water. And when I saw a cow chasing somebody who the cow fought was beating up, the farmer which look after the cow, and the cow chasing the next person running. The farmer was all right and stay around the farmer looking around to make sure the guy doesn't come back. When I see animal protecting man and woman from man and woman, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's telling me something is wrong somewhere. Someone make you start to eat flesh for some reason, and I do feel this is what keeping us down spiritually.
Yeah. Are you a father?
Huh?
Are you a father?
I am a daddy, yes.
Okay, you're a daddy.
Yes.
Okay. Boy and girl, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Many multitude.
Then,
Yes.
somebody, is there someone know a little bit about your personal life and a life in the day of Shasha Marley? When you get up 6 o'clock, what Shasha Marley do? If you just brush your teeth first, or you go exercise, or tell us what you do and what you eat and family little
Well,
bit.
what I do, I'm married with two girls, two children,
Okay.
all girls.
Yeah.
I didn't give birth early. My first girl is 13, second is 11. You know,
You're a late,
yeah,
you're a late bloomer. You're a late
yeah.
bloomer. Unlike me,
You know,
as
so- exactly. So what I do now though, every morning I do treadmill for 30 minutes every morning. Actually, Monday to Friday.
That's good.
I do treadmill for 30 minutes, Monday to Friday, and I eat early because I eat twice a day. I eat twice a day. So what I do very early in the morning, I drink a water of 1.5 liters. I drink that water, 1.5 liters, under 3 minutes. As soon as I drink that water, I flush out. And I exercise for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I gotta eat that early, So what I do, I eat more vegetables and a bit of carbohydrate.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I eat vegetables, and I cook. I'm a good cook.
Boy,
My wife
Okay, we
cooks too,
can't
but
wait for
I
that.
prefer
When
to
me
cook.
and Kwabna, we are come giant line up in your kitchen, Shasha Marley. I just say big stone, we don't run this
So
vegetable.
kind of.
yeah.
I don't want,
So I do.
tell
Yes,
nobody
I do.
what big stone days like, boy. It has nothing to do with the clean cut days like Kwabna and Sasha, because una stars, You only have to keep up with the physique and eat this and that and so on. And, it's great. Where can we find you, Sasha Marley, on social media?
Well, social media on Facebook, Shasha Marley. On Instagram is at Shasha Marley. Twitter, Twitter is Shasha Marley GH. And on TikTok, Shasha Marley Official. On YouTube, Shasha Marley Official.
Okay. Kwabna, where can we find you, brother?
Same way.
all
on
over the place.
on TikTok, Instagram, all on the social network. CD babies everywhere.
Everywhere.
Mm.
Sacha Marley, who
And
can
Kwabna,
you give
and
thanks to? Go
Kwabna
ahead.
is just Kwabna. It's
You
just Kwabna.
if you're looking all right, if you're looking on YouTube, you could just Kwabna, which Kwabna or Kwabena Kwabna. You also could put Kwabna live, which is Kwabna live, you know,
We'll check
and
it out. We'll check it out.
yes.
We'll check it out.
Okay, which is great. Who you want to big up, and whichever one you want to jump in, jump in. Who plays the most influence by your career, Sacha Marley? Who was some of the
Well,
people that believe in you and know that boy Sacha Marley is gonna be this star that he now has become? Who are the people that really help you and push you?
well, first of all, my family, my family, and I've always aspired because I grew up listening to music of Bob Marley, Burning Spear, Jimmy Cliff, and all them, and I aspire to be like the Spear, to be like Jimmy Cliff, to be like Bob Marley, Nelson Mandela, and so, my family are the most closest to my heart, and they believe in my dream. My family is the only one that believe in my dream because I live together with them, and so
Yeah,
they know my all. They
yeah.
know my all. Yeah.
And that
So
is where you need that help. I can't say that all of my family believe in my dream. Some members of my family think that it's a fleeting illusion. You're talking about freedom, you're talking about back to Africa. All these things is a fleet, it will not happen, you know. So I want to big up some member of my family, but not every member is supportive. You know
and
what I
my
mean?
mother, my 91-year-old mother, my mother turned 91, just last month,
Wow.
and
Congratulations.
and oh yeah, and she's been my strong bone too, because I'm her only son, so
Wow. Oh, your
yeah,
only
Hey.
son.
she loves
Oh, really?
only son, yeah, yeah.
So you're big then.
Only son and the last baby.
You're big
Wow.
then. You're big.
Wow.
I tell you, you're big. You're double big. Double big then.
Yeah,
Kwabda, who was
so
the source of your inspiration, Kwabda? Who
Huh?
helped you out? Who helped you out when you needed it most?
Oh God! Right now, the person who pushed me and with me in my corner before me even come to Jamaica, to meet up on Michael Brady, but the person who was in my corner is, believe it or not, hear this and the word listen. It's a little Irishman called John Turner. Um, he the first album which I've done,
Yeah.
I bring it to a friend of mine to make, and I give him X amount of money, and he didn't do the album, and he just said, "Here's the album." And I went to the time me and John becoming friend, and then I went to him and I said, "Listen, I've got enough money to pay, but here's 100. Just tell you to how I said it. Here's £100. That's a down payment." He looked to me and he says, "Oh, that's too much. Too much, for an album to mix the album." And I said, "Don't mess around." I said, he said, "No, no, that's too much." And anyway, then we drive in. He said, "Just a minute, Club." And he went into a stationery, but I didn't realize what he doing. He said, "Oh, I have to buy something," and he go and buy. Those times we put the record on. And then he come out. He said, "Right, okay." So I'm driving. I say, "Hang on a minute." In my head, I thought, "Just a minute." I said, "Hang on a minute." I says, "You take some of that money by the stationery, didn't you?" And he said, "Oh, this is what you do. It's all right. You're gonna need these." and that guys is in my corner 24/7. So sometimes when you see they post something to you, it's John Turner.
Yeah.
He's there in my corner for all these years with me. Sometimes
And you
I
pick
will
them up.
he's
Yeah.
there 24/7. Then he hit Michael Brady. Then now he come hit up on you.
Right. Well, they don't know. No, we fight for the best for art. I love the artist. Ask Shasha Marley. I gave Shasha Marley an interview about 2 years ago in a
Yes.
in a in the pandemic time too. So it was very rough,
Yeah.
to really get him down, and he was extremely busy. And that's why I have a lot of respect for Shasha Marley, because Shasha Marley is just he's very busy, but he still take time out to chat to me and chat to his Jamaican fans. Because what has just happened, I don't know if both of you have realized it. But you see, all of the Shasha Marley fan, I probably have it now, All, all
Big
Kwabna
time, Sasha.
and Shasha Marley have it, And you see, all of Kwabna and Shasha Marley fan are big squad. But
Oh
I
man.
wanted to draw this Shasha Marley's attention. And this fan reggae poet says Big Stone are true. Guyana reminds you exactly like Jamaica. Even the mentality, enslaved state of the politicians in Ghana are the same like Jamaica. The politician heads are also messed up. I don't want you to get yourself in any trouble, Shakamali, but is there any truth to that?
Well, black people everywhere are the same. Black people, black black people everywhere are the same. You know, so same mentality. Same spirit, same culture, same religion. You know
She
what I mean?
also went on to say Ghana people just full of vibes. The common people are good, loving people.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right. True.
yes.
Right.
And Jamaica people are full of vibes because most of you are from Ghana.
Yeah,
I
Most of you are
I
from
just
Ghana.
got
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, most of them come from Ghana. All right, listen now. We've been talking for 42 minutes, but a lot of people keep texting me on my WhatsApp to say, make the artist him sing something now. So, I don't know which one I want to go first. I which song I want to whoever ready, ready. All right, since you open up with Kwabna, look, I have Sasha Marley going first. Sasha, sing something for you, whether you want to sing it for your girls, them, or your revolutionary soldier, or what. Just give them a little
Well,
taste of your acapella.
unya mia son muye. Unya mia son muye. Unya mia son muye. Whoa. Unya wajinkwa son muye. Son muye. Son muye amazan wedne. Unya mia son muye. This one is a true spiritual music. Spiritual black music. African chant. You know, this is a chant of Africa. Soyamimu, one of my songs, Soyamimu.
Mhm.
All right,
It means hold your tight.
I want you to talk to us in your native language. A few words in your native language, and then translate it and tell us what you said to us in Jamaica or in the Caribbean or the rest of the world who don't understand your dialect. Go ahead.
Well, Big Stone, Kwabna,
Yes, my brother.
in the Jamaica fu Big Stone, Kwabna na Jamaica fu na Yami Shirawan. Big
Is that
Stone, Kwabna,
Yes.
in the Jamaica fu na Yami Shirawan.
that's that's so like you're saying we are nice people?
Listen, Big Stone, Kwabna, in the Jamaica fu na Yami Shirawan. It means Big Stone, Kwabna, and all Jamaicans. God bless you.
Oh, bless you too. Bless
Big
you and
stone.
rule of Ghana.
Yeah, man, big stone.
Freedom!
Kwabna, in Jamaica, Funyina. Nyami Shrawan.
Yes.
You know?
Kwabna,
Yeah,
I
man.
put this
Yeah.
up there, talk to the man now, brother. What you want to say? You have to sing a little piece for your fans, and give a little piece of the Jamaican dialect, brother. Can now get you so.
The Jamaican dialect.
Yeah, give him a little
Well,
piece of song, and then the Jamaican dialect.
give us strength to face this abuse. We're going to Jah. They accuse us and abuse us. But I say, oh yes, Jah remember us. They misuse us and oppress us. But I say, oh Lord, you remember us. Some of us are serious, not murderers. Some are ambitious, some are fabulous. They try to control us. In Jah I put my trust. They accuse us and
Give the dialect now. Give the dialect now, brother. Tell him
Big up,
something
big
now,
up,
man.
big up.
Yeah, man. Give him
Boom.
a dialect now, brother. That's powerful. Give something of a Jamaican part one now. Let me see if Shasha Marley can understand Jamaican dialect.
you know Shasha Marley. We gotta come over there, so you know what I mean. Sometime I go, sometime I come, we gotta come over the country here.
No, come again, come again, come again,
Then one
come
of them
again.
there, I come over there and come check it, yeah?
Him say, let me translate it look clearer. Him say one of them there, he might come over there, come check you.
Okay. Share, come now. Mbria bebia ewo fie wa ha.
Go and say that again.
Mbria bebia ewo fie wa ha.
Boy, we last we tongue.
Kwabna, edebia bebia ewo fie wa ha.
That's how loads of vibe tonight. Okay.
Anytime you come here, you have a
Yes.
home.
Ah, yes, my brother.
Yeah.
Well,
Mbra bebia.
Oh, big stone. You did your study. Your study, big stone.
What we plan on doing still, right? Before we close off, myself and Michael Brady, Michael Brady is very instrumental with Kwabna's career and myself. And we're thinking about Rebel Salute next year for Kwabna. And hopefully if we can get Kwabna on and if we can squeeze on Shasha Marley. Because we would love to have Kwabna and Shasha Marley in Jamaica at the same time.
Mm.
Would love to
That'd
have
be good.
and Shasha Marley in Jamaica at the same time. Reason being is because they're two high-rated artists. Shasha Marley is a dear friend of mine. Kwabna is a dear friend of mine. And I would really want to see, as an artist, we showing love to our Ghanaian brother or African brother. And when we go, because I would have my camera rolling, right? I would have my camera rolling, and then we would capture everything. Wherever Kwabna takes Shasha Marley to some of the spiritual ground, like to Nanny of the Maroons, where she was buried. We're going to take her to places like Marcus Garvey Shrine. We want to go to Bob Marley Museum. You understand? There's a lot of places here that we really like to take you, Sasha. And I know that when we come to Ghana, there's a lot of places that you would want to take us a lot of people for us to
Yeah,
meet and right.
you know,
But
Kwabna
before
came,
we
yeah,
go,
Kwabna came to Ghana. Kwabna
yeah,
came to
before
Ghana,
we
but he went.
go,
Yeah,
yeah, before we go, we're gonna go back. Cause remember, some people on Facebook was not watching us, so we could go back now into Shasha Marley tune, my big tune, the gospel.
I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jah. I'm gonna preach the gospel of Jah. I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jah. I'm gonna preach the gospel of Jah. Before the Jews, I will preach. Before the Gentiles, I will preach.
Fire.
Before the Pharisees, I will preach. Before the Sadducees, I will preach. 'Cause I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jah. I'm gonna preach the gospel of Jah. 'Cause I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jah. Yeah, I'm gonna preach the gospel of Jah. Oh, mama, hey. Oh, mama, mama, stop crying. Mama, 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 stop crying. Yeah. Salvation is on your doorstep. Oh. For just so loved this world now, He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever will believeth in Him should not perish but live longer. God did not send His Son to come fee condemn this world, but through Him this world might be saved. Oh, my children, hear me now. That whosoever that believeth in not stands condemned already, but whosoever will believeth in Jah shall never die but live as king. I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jah. I'm gonna preach the gospel of Jah.
Wow, 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 wow,
Bad
wow,
track.
wow, wow,
Bad tune. Bad tune. Me love it.
wow, wow. Yeah, man, we are talking about, man. I hear this.
Africans abroad. What, yeah? Africans abroad. I want you to wave your come on. Come on. Africans abroad. Here we go. We are Africans abroad. They are Africans abroad. Hey, 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 hey. We are Africans. Come again. Are we ready? Come again. Yeah, Africans abroad. What, yeah? Africans abroad. Africans abroad. Why? We are Africans abroad. They are Africans abroad. Africans abroad. We are Africans abroad. They are Africans abroad. Africans abroad. We are Africans abroad, they are Africans abroad. We are Africans abroad, they are Africans abroad. What's it? Unity is strength. We find that continent. Refrain from restricting where by hiding our history. No more Pinocchio story. Go give me true African mystery. No more Wonderland story. These are not our identity. Africans abroad, they are Africans abroad. Good night.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Wow,
Kwabna,
wow,
where was
wow.
this? Where was this concert? Where was this
Huh?
concert? Where was
Um,
this concert?
In Manchester University in UK.
Yeah, it makes me remember when we started watching reggae sunsplash on videos.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it gives me that feeling.
yeah, that
It,
kind of stuff.
Yeah, it gives me that feeling. Yeah.
and
Big
this
up.
and this song, I forget, like this album which not forget. Um Things going so fast. The new album which is coming out, right, it also was recorded, music played, a lot of the songs and all that played, and it is by the name of June Roy. He's also support me 100% with this album and continue to support me as well. Um,
Okay.
and you see the song which you see the Africans abroad, that was mixed by John Turner.
Okay. All right. Well, guess what? I see it's getting very dark where Shasha Marley is.
Aye,
Yeah.
We've been on
Yeah.
for almost 2 hours. The final word. What you want to say, Kwabna? Let's give the final word to Shasha Marley.
yeah, man.
Let's say to your fan base out there and everybody watching this live.
I would say look out for Kwabna 2025 hardcore, coming through with a bad album, and I said there's something is there for everyone. Listen properly, consciously to the lyrics which is coming and enjoy. And I'm looking forward to meet you all across the world.
Right. And before Shasha go into it, I want to big up Black Santino from Black Santino TV in Ghana. I'm a brethren that Black Santino, big up yourself,
Wait,
my general. Big Stone salute you. Shasha Marley, where you want to know?
Well. Let me first of all thank you, Big Stone, for always giving me this golden platform.
Thank you.
To let the world hear my voice. And I'm super excited to meet Kwabna. Kwabna is my brother.
Yeah.
pleased to meet you too.
And like I told you, Kwabna, in Bribia Bagana Piano, it was here.
Hey, yes.
Anytime, anytime you come to Ghana, you have a home here.
Yes.
And also, let me congratulate all Ghanaians watching me or hearing the sound of my voice.
Yes.
Smooth elections we had yesterday.
Excellent.
And let me congratulate the incumbent, the government, for accepting defeat. And there was no war, there was no chaos,
Okay.
and everybody, one love, peace, and solidarity.
Excellent.
I just want to say that today was indeed an historical day for me. To have two for the price of one, to have Shasha Marley and Kwabna
Yeah.
on the same platform. I know not normal Jamaica Big Stone sing thing turn up. I want Shasha Marley understand that. Big Stone television turn up, turn up,
Yeah.
turn up.
One love.
So I want to thank you all again, man. Kwabna, it's been an honor. Guess what? Shasha Marley, don't be no stranger, man. Sending your
Yeah,
music
man.
videos, Shasha,
Yeah,
any
man.
new
Yes.
releases, man. It's an honor.
Yes.
And, you and Kwabna are no brothers. I want to big up my friend Michael Brady again. Thank you,
Yes.
Michael Brady. Big up George Pang, who's actively working on getting Kwabna on Rebel Salute
Give thanks.
vibe. And we're working on
Oh,
hard.
give thanks.
And of course, we want to see Shasha Marley in Jamaica. I mean, not
Yeah.
stop, brethren, until we bring
Most
the art.
definitely.
Because the artist
Most
show me nothing but love from day one. So all I have to
Yeah.
show the artist them is nothing but love. I love the both of you, brethren, as ambassadors. I love the both of you as philanthropists, the both of you as trendsetters and role model. I mean, no see the work not easy, but just keep doing what you're doing. I know you all love what you're doing, and guess what? You are the best at what you do. Big Stone love the item unconditionally. All right, and I want to big up all my fans for our little thoughts here or there. It's nothing that we could have fixed right away until we learn and trial and error as we go along. But
Oh, yes.
it was an honor. Tata Mali, big up, man. Big
Yeah.
Stone, love you.
Yes,
Kwabna,
sir. One love.
love, man. Big Stone, love the idea, man. And just keep
Yes.
what you guys are doing, man. And greeting to all of my fans and Johnny Moondog, Della Martin, Johnny Johnson, Sam Allen. There's so much people, and I can't get, you know what I mean, to see everybody. But big soul love everybody, and thanks you all for tuning in. And we see you next
Yeah.
time.
Yes, Shasha.
Hey, come on. Come
Yes, my
on, link
brother.
up. Yeah, I'll link up.
Yes, my
I'll
brother.
link up.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Bless.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes.
Bye. Bye.
Telephone on. Oui. Mommy. Big Stone.
Turn off your light now.
Huh?
Exit the studio.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah. Are you still on Facebook? You're still on you're still live on Facebook.
Still live, hang on.
Yeah. Let's cut out. Let's turn off your Facebook page.
All right, hang on. I got to still live on there.